Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Bradley Meyer of the Okoboji Wellness Clinic. Good morning, Dr. Meyer.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning to the Wednesday morning crew. Good to be here.
We are doing all kinds of things lately. So the last month, we've talked about the brain gauge, we've talked about thermography, and now today we're going to talk about platelet IV therapy. We got lots going on.
Lots going on. So exciting times, as we always talk in the regenerative longevity realm, which is working on improving inflammation, that quality of life every day, and making those years quality ones. So, yeah, all these treatments that many times we're working with work through the process of something called hormesis. So in a sense, in the same thing with this new treatment, which has been around since 2018, and the story with it's pretty incredible with it, but we'll have Elena on just right after me to give some detail on in this incredible technology. But essentially, it's formulating and getting your TruDOSE PRP, or platelet therapy. It is platelet-rich plasma, but we want to know exactly through this treatment and this device what is the best dose for you to create a healing response. So a lot of times we think of platelets basically as these are the things that help our body and our blood clot. If we get a scratch, we want platelets to help clot, so we develop a scab. Well, platelets are responsible for overseeing so much more, and this is something that's been discovered over the years and then implemented into this technology, but it helps the body's repair and immune system. And so this treatment can be very beneficial for those that work with chronic pain, chronic fatigue, COVID long haul, brain fog, autoimmune inflammation, viral bacterial infections. What it does to kind of through this hormetic response is it introduces the right dose of platelets for you to support a healing reaction in the body. So when we talk about things like hyperbarics or ozone therapy, those are similar in some ways. Those are utilizing oxygen, but in the similar manner, we want to create a response, a healing response in the body. And so really, really exciting. We'll have Elena in next week, and she will have a special event on Tuesday night, the 21st. The doors will open at 6 p.m., and you'll get to meet her. And we love to have these education events because, it's all about expanding the horizon of what is possible in our own universe inside our body to help this healing process. So she will, for about hour and a half, we'll sit down and she'll have a presentation and a chance for questions afterwards. But again, this treatment's been around and it's gaining strength. Actually, RFK Jr. has been involved indirectly with this focus, this approach, and he especially has been in the realm with the Children's Health Defense on Autism. So this has a special place also in the autism world. So we will be an official TruDOSE provider, and we're excited to see all the incredible response that the body can bring forward when it's exposed to, like we said, the hormetic effect.
Very cool. All right, so we're going to let you go so I can visit with Elena on all the cool things about platelet IV therapy. So if folks want to come see you, visit with you about, as we like to say, as you like to say, thriving, not
right.
just surviving, how can they do that?
Give us a call, 712-339-6024. We've got a discovery call with me. If you have any questions, 15 minutes complimentary to discuss next steps, what a healing journey might look through with our incredible team here at the Okoboji Wellness Clinic, or you can just call and schedule an appointment. We're at 3305 Berquist Avenue, just off Highway 71 in Spirit Lake. And like I said, I always talk about tools in the tool belt. This is another tool. This one also, I like the idea of creating this very specific piece of art for every individual that's unique to you. So Or another way of looking at it is adding another splash of color, another hue of color that we get to pull from to help you in your path to complete wellness and healing. So with that, I'm excited for Elena to come on board and share more about TruDOSE.
Very good. Thank you, Dr. Meyer. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next week.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Dr. Bradley Meyer from the Okoboji Wellness Clinic in Spirit Lake. So we continue with Wellness Wednesday with Elena Herning of TruDOSE. Good morning, Elena. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm anxious to learn about platelet IV therapy now. Dr. Meyer was telling us that this technology came about in about 2018.
Yes, it did. The founder was watching PRP. He was in the stem cell world and was trying to figure out what an incredible therapy it was, why it didn't work for everybody. So in his research, he found that in medicine, everything is dose specific, and PRP was not. So he unearthed a dose-specific PRP treatment for everybody because we're all metabolically different.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing that, he also came up with the IV therapy. So TruDOSE is specifically done for you, for your condition, and done systemically instead of site-specific. And what we're seeing is it really is able to help the body heal itself across the board. You name it, condition, symptoms. The platelets are what are responsible in our body for the healing to begin.
If you would be kind enough to tell me the general uses or the most prolific uses for TruDOSE platelet IV therapy.
Yes. So we have clinics who use our therapy from anywhere from autism to Lyme disease to TBIs, neuropathy, Alzheimer's, anything neurological and metabolic.
Okay, and then this is dose specific to patient.
Correct. So based off of how many platelets you have, your platelet count, and your symptoms, our algorithms know exactly how much blood to draw to give you a dose-specific healing therapy back. It takes about an hour, and it's a really simple process for the results that we're seeing.
So, for example, ozone therapy or the use of hyperbarics, sometimes a treatment is enough. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you might need 5 treatments, 10 treatments. What about platelet IV therapy? How does that react per patient?
Right. So the platelet IV therapy, you want to do at least 4 of these to start, and then with your provider, you would then reevaluate where you are and how much healing you have gone through. They're about anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks apart. Then after 4, you reevaluate. But you want to get at least 4 of these in.
Okay.
To get the maximum benefit.
Now, as you have been involved with TruDOSE platelet IV therapy, I know Dr. Meyer shares stories with us, hope stories, so to speak. What have you seen out of patients that have made you go, wow, that's amazing?
Well, I actually was a patient, and it saved my life about 3 years ago. I no longer have Lyme bands, and I haven't had a mast cell reaction in 3 years. I've had 1 POTS episode in 3 years. Everything, all the co-infections, nothing gets reignited anymore when I'm exposed to something like COVID. We have seen autistic children no longer on the spectrum. We have seen cerebral palsy kids walking. We hear all the time that neuropathy, if it's chemo-based, if it's systemic-based, however that came to, that goes away. In TBIs, the brain is really able to heal when you use the platelets and these inflammatory loops go away. they create vascular pathways, your stem cells are then able to come in and really do their job as well. So we see Lyme patients recovering. We see MS patients out of wheelchairs walking. We see, from the wellness component as well, recovery from working out is great. For women's conditions, the sneeze and pee, which is a great one, goes away after about 3 weeks. Incredible things with the eyes. Macular degeneration, we have had a lot of cases where people say they no longer have that. So across the board, we've probably had a clinic that has come up against any of these conditions.
Wow.
Kidney conditions, I just got a report from a doctor who said he has a patient who's had 3 treatments and his GFR has doubled, and his doctor cannot believe that that's actually happened.
Wow, this is great stuff. Visiting with Elena Herning, TruDOSE, talking about platelet IV therapy. Now, Elena, we need to run here, but you are going to be at Dr. Meyer's clinic, Okoboji Wellness Clinic, on Tuesday, October 21.
And we are going to be doing a presentation. The doors open at 6, and the presentation is at 6:30. Mm-hmm. And if anybody is interested, they can call their office directly, 712-339-6024.
Yep, you've got it. Perfect. All right.
Okay.
Elena, thank you so much for sharing with us today. It's exciting. TruDOSE Platelet IV Therapy. Congratulations on your success story. That's pretty remarkable.
It's pretty incredible, going from bed to working 6 months later.
Yeah, it's a great success story. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Have a great day.
Thank you.
That is Elena Herning with TruDOSE Platelet IV Therapy. Again, Elena will be doing a presentation at Okoboji Wellness Clinic on Tuesday, October 21. Doors open at 6, presentation at 6:30.